In this video, we are targeting the cool looking cherry salmon diamond. And if this video helps you catch your diamond, please remember to give it a like, come back and leave a comment and let me know you were successful. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Here is my latest catch screen. This is post patch 2.1. I started at 1527 first fish, gold within 2 minutes. And you can see a steady bite rate on the silver hook. I had 2 golds in with rod holders. And here is my first diamond since the patch. 5 golds, 1 diamond, less than an hour. Let's take a quick look at the cherry salmon. Just one trait. It is a jumper. Keep your eyes open. And if you see a big one jump, target it. For the bait and lure preferences, this patch added Pro Performance Bait Ball, makes it much simpler to target this fish. For the bait, I like leeches. The largest cherry salmon caught to date is a bit under 25 pounds. So as you can see here, I am using 17-pound gear with float setup. Make sure you use the waggler bobber because we are going to be close to a waterfall and the current is fairly strong around there. Want to use the size 1 silver hook with leeches. Now with this patch, you can see I have 2 pieces of gear that have the yellow triangle, which means they're deployed. These are both set up with 17-pound gear on the gold size 2/0 hook, also leeches. So for the first time, you're going to want to have 3 different gear setups to target this fish. Equip your hand and medium catapult with Pro Performance bait balls, as you see here. We are going to be using a waterfall location that is to the west of the main post office. You're going to want to come over to this trailhead, small, nice dog place, and spawn a Jeep from here, drive to this point, and then drive straight up. You want to hug the river. To the left, what looks like a road is actually out of bounds. And you can see my Jeep is parked here up near the waterfall. That is going to be critical for fast travel. And if you stay for a while, you may want to restock your Pro Performance. If you're not having luck at the waterfall, here is another option. Directly north of the waterfall and south of the restaurant and the Ainu village is this spot right here, found by arrow. You can give that one a try as well. Also, morning server. The location and original strategy were suggested by Hark the Shark. Hark, thanks so much for another winning strategy. I then modified it for post patch 2.1 as things are very different now. As you see, you want to start in a morning server, you can start fishing immediately. I recommend a time window of 6 a.m. to noon and then reset to a new morning server. You want to use a float setup. The first one is your main that you're going to keep in your hand, size 1 silver hook, and then 2 rod holders you're going to deploy with the 2/0 gold hook, all 3 equipped with leeches, and you want to use Pro Performance bait balls. You're going to want to start in a morning server. I am offline. If you are online, make sure you watch your server syncing in the upper right-hand corner and make sure you don't go out of the time window. So this is going to be different. As you see, I'm already at my Jeep. When you go back to restock, don't forget you will need to fast travel here in order to see your Jeep, as I can here. So use that to fast travel back and forth. Now with the new rod holders, what I'm going to do is grab the 2 gold hook setups and just going to flip cast one out here and then set it down as a rod holder. And I'm going to set the other one over here. So what I'm trying, whoops, that was terrible. What I'm trying to do is set up a zone to make sure that we cover that diamond anywhere here. And you can see these two rod holders are now in place. Now, just going to grab my medium chum. And the nice thing is with this patch, we can make a nice big old array of attraction here and waste all kinds of these Pro Performance bait balls in the hope of drawing in the big fish. Now I'm just going to grab my silver hook and toss it out there in the middle. As you can see left and right, I can see the markers for the rod holders. So if I get a ding, which I am now, I don't see either of the rod holders, so I know it's the one I'm holding, which isn't a surprise because I'm using that to work through the smaller ones with a silver hook strategy. Now, prior to this patch, I would need to occasionally check with the gold, but now with the rod holders, we can have them in at the same time, and we can constantly cycle that chum to keep things moving. And as you saw on my latest catch screen, pretty good bite rate. I actually had this video queued up prior to the patch and held on to it and made major changes. I was using a bronze hook strategy with a fairly slow bite rate. It worked, but nowhere near as effective as having Pro Performance. Also limited to only hot dogs, so I could throw one at a time and have a fairly short window where even restocking at the Jeep, I'd have to jump back and start over. You'll see in the montage, if you stay for it, that I did catch a couple of golds. I just did one cycle since the patch and was able to get a diamond and 5 golds. So pretty solid strategy here. We'll let it tick down. I was hoping we'd get one on one of the rod holders, but you'll see that in the montage. It's not super common with the golds in there. Even after the patch and with the extra chum, this isn't one of the easier fish on the map by any means. And you can see the bait balls are expiring. And the really nice thing is, I don't have to worry about pulling those gold rods. I can just recycle my chum while they're still in the water. Whoops. I'm a little too close there. Ran into the water. Watch out for that. Causes the menu to go away like you saw. So I'll throw a couple of short range and then put a couple of short cast mediums out there. If you get too close, the bait ball will just absorb the new one that you threw out there. And then keep farming. That's all there is to this strategy. It's pretty cool with these new bait holders. Really changes the game. With that, I'll send you to the big catch montage. Happy fishing. Have a good one. Please click on the logo bottom left to subscribe to my channel. Check out my other content and don't forget to hit the like button on the video.